My discard jar is over full and I need to make something. So I'm going to make something really quick. I'm going to make some sourdough discard crackers. And this is a really simple recipe. So we are going to turn on our scale and put our bowl there, zero it out. Okay, and we want 500 grams of discard. Five tablespoons of butter. Now this is a double batch because when I'm making it, I like to make a double batch so I have them around for a little bit. They'll keep for a couple of weeks in an airtight container. I'm going to add about a teaspoon of onion powder. You can add whatever seasonings you want. You can make these sweet or savory. I'm making savory today. I'm making cheese crackers. So the onion powder, about a half a teaspoon of salt, because you're going to salt the top of these as well, so you don't want to put too much salt in the mixture. I'm going to add some pepper. And again, add what you want. Sometimes I add thyme and roasted garlic. Today I'm just doing onion powder, salt, and pepper as seasoning. But you can add whatever you want. And that's the great thing about these. They're quick and they're very versatile, and you can make them taste however you want. And then I'm doing a cup of cheese. Now I have mixed cheeses in here. I have cheddar, Romano, and Parmesan cheese. You can do whatever cheeses you want. You're just gonna mix all of that together. You're not adding any additional flour to this recipe. So you're just gonna mix that together so that it's really blended well. Then we're gonna put it on our sheet pan with a silicone mat. I prefer this over parchment because when you're trying to spread this out on the pan, it's very difficult with the parchment paper. It keeps crumpling up and lifting. You can put a little bit of water on the bottom of your pan and then put your parchment down, and by a little I mean like a couple of drops, not a lot, or you're gonna ruin your parchment paper. Put it down there, and that does help the parchment paper stick a little better. But I have these silicone mats and they work great. We're preheating our oven to 325. Okay, and then we're just going to spread the mixture out on this pan. You want to spread it evenly, and you want it to be pretty thin because you want these to bake and you don't want them to be too thick. You want them to be like a cracker. So we are going to spread that out on the pan. So let's get that on the center there, and just, this makes 2 sheet pans worth. Like I said, this is a double batch, so it does make a fair amount of crackers. Once you have them evenly spread in your pan, just go ahead and put a light dusting of salt over top of them. You don't want them too salty, but... And then we're going to put them in the oven at 325 for about 35 to 40 minutes. 10 minutes in, we're going to take them out and we're going to score the crackers so they're easier to cut. Alright, these have been in for about 10 minutes, and we're just going to go through and score these so that when they're done, they're easier to just cut and break apart. So we're just going to go down a straight line. You can make the crackers as big or as small as you want. So we're just going to go down there and make our score marks. Long ways, and then we're going to go down this way. Make these a little smaller here because those are pretty big. And again, make your crackers as big or as small as you'd like them. Then we are going to put these in the oven to finish their cooking. They will need about another 25 to 30 minutes. Look how beautiful they look. And they will snap right apart because we scored them in between the cooking. And you can just store them in an airtight container, and they're delicious. They taste like upscale Cheez-Its. These are still hot. I don't even want to wait. Really good. Super simple recipe. Don't even have to add extra flour. If you have sourdough discard, this is definitely something you want to try.